Order in. Drop one catfish.
If you want to know what's happening,
Coming out alive.
at the corner of O.C. Haley Boulevard and Terpsichore Street in Central City, just ask this group of young people.
Come on.
Chances are they'll tell you
Stir it in there real good.
that food is just the tip of the iceberg.
It held me by getting me out of trouble, giving me a good job from coming from nothing.
Perry George is a graduate of Cafe Reconcile,
I'll be right with you in one moment.
Okay, thank you.
a 12-week job training program tailored for African American youth
You don't need no whole spoon.
ages 16 to 22.
Welcome to Cafe Reconcile.
I'm gonna have your job one day.
Here, lives are transformed through social and culinary skills utilized in the restaurant industry. Before Cafe Reconcile,
You can come and get it, baby.
George describes his life as
Going down the drain, not doing nothing, just being lazy.
Coming down the line, use your time.
No young person wants to go out and commit a crime. They really want an opportunity, and what they do is they want to learn how to make a living.
Today they have the black and blueberry peach cobbler.
the goals, says Specha,
What more bonus chicken?
are to get a job, finish school, and obtain advanced degrees.
He's spicing it up a little bit.
Watch the line.
If you watch Phil DeMeo coaching,
That's right, Sean. Let's go, DJ.
you'll see a certain intensity in his eyes.
Watch your throw. Plays on 3, Wood.
He's very competitive. He wants to win.
Very competitive. Very, very competitive. Takes it very seriously.
He takes it more seriously
That away, DJ.
and is more competitive than just about anybody in the MPS Adult Co-ed Summer Softball League.
Okay, guard the plate.
Everybody wants to be out here for a coach like that.
At times, DeMeo could be channeling Lombardi.
When you go out there, you might as well do it the right way. I mean, I want to go out there and win.
He has done that more than anyone else.
Sorry, behind the plate. Marcy at first. Let's go.
In 15 years at the helm of the Kelly's Bleachers team,
18-3.
he's won 12 championships. That's right, 12 out of 15.
Nice stroke, Lisa. Come on now.
His record is an astonishing 237 wins against just 36 losses.
Nice.
Coaching softball is not the challenge.
I am totally blind.
Seeing softball is.
I see blotches going down the middle, light little sparklers, gray and silver sparklers.
He has never seen any of his teams play any of the games he's coached.
I was first diagnosed with I have retinitis pigmentosa, and I was diagnosed at the age of 32.
That is a genetic degenerative eye disease known as RP for short.
In RP, your visual field starts to diminish to the point where you can't see anything anymore, and that's where I am right now. I can't see anything.
I'm like, yeah, I have a blind coach. And they're like, are you joking? No, he really is blind.
The gruff 68-year-old skipper prowls the dugout with his pooch, a seeing eye dog named LaDonna.
She's a real chick magnet. I should have got one of these 45 years ago.
Good eye, good eye.
It is the first lesson any baseball or softball coach tells his or her players. Keep your eye on the ball, a rule he only wishes he could follow.
He can't keep his eye on the ball.
So how does a blind man lead?
He watches intensely and he just listens. He kind of has a sense and where the plays are.
That away, let's go.
He leans in.
Just the feel, it's inside of him.
And he tunes in to the sounds of the game.
By listening, I said, for example, if a girl shouts out profanity and tosses her bat, I know she made up.
Of course, he leans on his players to do a little play-by-play too.
What happened?
Fly out.
Okay, let's go.
That's it. 2 fouls and a fly out.
Hey.
One thing with Phil that helps on this team is you have to talk to people. If you come here and you don't talk, Phil doesn't know you're here. So so it kind of opens up the team.
That is the lesson of Coach DeMeo. When life throws you a strike, you pick up your bat and take another swing.
Nice.
Just not to let little things get in the way, or big things. I mean, being blind, he doesn't let it get in his way.
If you watch Phil DeMeo coaching, you'll be drawn to those intense eyes. But you don't have to see. All you have to do is listen.
I've learned to adjust to it. And, and I've always been able to do things.
Yeah.
You find something to do that you like, and I like doing this.
In Milwaukee,
Woo!
Mike Lowe, Fox 6 News.
A fire broke out at One Stop Tire Shop on Chef Mentor Highway around 11 this morning. Flames were shooting from the building.
Well, the flames were shooting up as high as that tree when it first started.
And a dark cloud of smoke could be seen miles away.
The black smoke was just coming out of under the eaves and everything else.
Firefighters say a worker was dismantling a stairwell with a torch when the fire began. They say the building was filled with tires, which fueled the blaze. Police closed off parts of the street and evacuated neighboring businesses.
It's just smoke everywhere. We can't even work in the yard. It's just so thick.
Marla Hubble, owner of Jude Travel Park, says she lost 2 customers during the fire.
Yeah, it's affected my business. Nobody can get into the park, and I just had one lady call and say she couldn't come because she has asthma. So they stopped down there and turned around. So
there were no injuries from the blaze, but the business is a total loss.
We had to wait a long time for it, huh? But it's worth the wait.
With the line wrapped around the building and a crowd of people waiting to order inside, you would think Chick-fil-A in Metairie was giving away free sandwiches.
It's awesome. It's awesome. I'm so happy to see Americans are waking up and standing up for their country.
Good to see you, girl.
The fast food chain's stance on gay marriage attracted the overflow of customers. Last month, the company's CEO publicly backed traditional marriage, which set off a firestorm of criticism and protests from gay rights groups.
Yeah, baby.
Former Arkansas Governor Mike Huckabee issued a counter-protest, encouraging anyone with Christian values to eat at the restaurant on Wednesday.
I am here to defend freedom of religion.
Lord, thank you for this food.
Larry Rocan traveled from Gramercy to oppose same-sex marriage.
It's against God's word, and you know, I'm a pastor, and I love God's word, and that's what I'm making a stand for.
Ed Douglas waited an hour for his food defending freedom of speech.
I'm not anti-gay or anti-gay marriage, but I am pro-free speech. And I think that this gentleman has the right to express his opinion, and I support him in that right.
Right now, it's unclear if the gay marriage fallout will hurt the fast food chain.
How you doing?
As customers choose if they're pro or anti Chick-fil-A.
Walking around with like luggage and stuff like that, it's horrible.
Tonight we're doing it's a mystery box competition for Pathfinders. It's a youth shelter for youths in crisis.
I was homeless probably, I'd say, at the age of 17.
I don't know what's in that. I have to create one dish. I have 1 hour to do it. I will have an assistant. One of the youths from Pathfinders will be one of my assistants.
I stayed on the street for 4 days.
I have no idea what the ingredients are, so obviously I'm not going to be making any reduction sauces or making stocks from scratch or anything like that.
People are really caring here, you know. They take their job really serious, and it's all about helping people, and I like that. You know, I help people myself, and so it would be nice, you know, get the same, you know, favors in return.
I love looking around at these sous chefs because they're not that many years, a couple of them, out of their teenage years.
If I can inspire some of the youngsters in the city to want to do this for a living, that's great. It'd be fantastic. They are now passing that on to others. You know, they're making other people happy, and gives me a sense of my own sense of pride.
It's really hard to like explain like how Pathfinders helped me because it's been a lot. They've helped me out a lot.
I like being that inspiration if I can.
A city bursting with American flags could see part of its skyline purchased by a foreign company.
I was very shocked. I think it's going to impact this community.
A Chinese company bought Smithfield Foods.
Didn't realize it.
It's good for the country.
Should we just let it go another month?
The owner, Patrick Cudahy, for just over $4.7 billion.
It does still surprise me.
In a place where the local color of the community meets current events.
I'm concerned for my home, my house value.
Deb Lewandowski considers what a non-local change in ownership could do to the local area.
It's been the livelihood here. We basically have Patrick Cudahy and Laddish left in this town. That's all we have. I could see him pulling out of here. We don't have much to hold this city together anymore. I mean, it's going to be a ghost town.
There is no indication new ownership is looking to downsize the workforce or close plants. The company selling the Cudahy plant suggests the exceptional Chinese demand for pork means a brighter sales forecast and perhaps a more optimistic job outlook.
And people are employed, it'll be good for the community.
Maybe have it expand. That would be wonderful. Do I expect that? I would have to say not.
Bye-bye. But those decisions,
I just wonder,
And it won't be the same.
will be made far from the street curbs of Cudahy.
I just wonder, is it going to help our community or hinder our community?